Hello and welcome to PSA 3 Renewal and Journey about the Sueur River by Jamie Johnson, Savannah Werner, and Ellison Erickson, and Elsie Porter. Today we are talking about the Sueur River and its journey through the lenses of ecological, personal, historical, how they're interconnected, and then we have a page with our citations. I'm going to start off by talking about the nutrient cycles and what they're like on the Sueur. The carbon cycle is fairly normal. However, the phosphorus and nitrogen cycles are skewed because of the high sediment input into the river, leading to high levels of nitrogen and phosphorus from the nearby farms and runoff. The sediment then gets washed into the Blue Earth and subsequently the Minnesota River. This is a major problem.
The Sueur River holds a lot of memories of people who have lived there in the past. Locations along the river hold many memories of past events that have happened over the years. Kern Bridge is an especially big indicator of personal story and connection to the river. Built in 1873, Kern Bridge is an iron rod structure that has been standing since the Civil War. Over the years, the people of Mankato have had dinner, lunches, brunches, and more around this bridge. In 1980, the bridge was listed on the National Register of Historic Places as Minnesota's only bowstring arch truss bridge, and the oldest bridge still in use. Closed to vehicles in 1991 due to safety concerns, the bridge is still used for trails and a hangout spot for locals. Sadly, the Minnesota Department of Transportation has made plans to dismantle the bridge and store it or relocate it for other use. Mankato locals who support the bridge have been trying to raise money to save it. The total cost has been estimated at about $1.2 million, and locals have been raising money all year. The bridge is a
Historically, the Sueur River has been home to both Ho-Chunk and the Winnebago Native American tribes throughout various points in history. In the 1850s, most of the towns in Sueur County had been established, though they remained fairly small, until railroads were built through the town. In 1903, the first railroad was built in the county, and in 1967, the railroad was built to go through the city itself. This is one of many reasons for the low water quality in the Sueur River, as more people means more pollutions. More recently, efforts have been made to restore the river quality. The MPCA and other researchers have theorized that mitigation of hydrology changes, restoration of wetlands, conservation tillage, updated sewer and drainage systems, and stabilization of waterways would help fix the water quality in the river. The river itself is beginning to erode the banks around it. Houses near the rivers are flooding, especially basements. The Army Corps of Engineers added some riprap to the river, worsening erosion on the banks, and recently more riprap was added to the sides of the river. In 2015, 2 houses fell into the river.
The historical, personal, and ecological journeys of the Sueur River are all interconnected. The consistently decreasing quality of the water due to the surrounding land from the urban areas affects everything. As railroads were built in the area and the Sueur County grew, the river became more and more influential in people's lives. The Sueur River is notorious for eroding the banks around the river, which negatively affects the lives of people who live in the river. In recent years, the flooding has gotten even worse, and this means that people's basements and houses are flooding all the time. The river floods and collects excess sediment, which along with the high levels of phosphorus and nitrogen makes it hard for anything to live in the river. The Sueur River's ecology, as well as its historical and personal significance, makes it a defining feature of Minnesota.
In the future, it is likely that the Sueur River's condition will worsen unless preventative action is taken. Thank you for watching, and here are our citations.